Detroit Urban Survival Training. Right now we're going to share with you what you should do if you want to defend yourself against a person holding a blade in reverse grip. This is the reverse grip.
Beg him to stop.
Control pitch and angle, but his weapon is hidden.
Try asking.
Normally what you'll see is their hand is in this position. You won't even be able to see the blade often. When that happens, you should assume there's a blade in there, which is why it's in that position. When he's swinging, you're coming out, he swings back, he's swinging back and forth. As he comes in, you come in. As you're coming in, your hand is going here, straight. Your body is bent forward, so your guts are not going to be interacting with the blade. Your arm goes here, which articulates the arm, and you put your hand next to the blade where the guard is, pull it forward, and it goes right into your hand. This intelligent option will increase your survivability.
Okay, I guess. Very useful if you're in an anime where someone's actually using a reverse grip on a knife, I guess. And if you happen to be like lightning fast. But for an ordinary man, just try asking him, hey, bub, don't do that, please. Knife retention countermeasure. Oh God!
I'm share with you right now.
He gutted him like a fish.
You're using a blade to defend your life or the lives of others, and a person grabs your knife hand with two hands. So here, in this case, he's got my weapon hand. He's holding the knife hand, and I'm defending myself. So I have my thumb here on the guard, so I control the pitch and angle. I'm going to take my hand, go into the eyes, pull his eyes back. At the same time, I'm going to drop the elbow down, which breaks the hold on the thumb. So when he's holding here, that's how the weapon comes free here. Eyes back, going in the throat. This intelligent option can improve your survivability and save your life.
He's trying so hard to come up with new techniques. And they're all working. God damn it. What happens if the robber watches his videos? Then you're already dead. That wasn't really like a how to beat a robber. That was if you want to rob someone and they fight back. That wasn't really a tutorial for like defense. That was a tutorial for attacking. So it's just kind of like Detroit threat management has become like Detroit threat supervillain lair. Like they're producing the threat now. Kind of like how in Spider-Man when Mysterio was like making all of the shit so that way he could be the hero. He's creating criminals so that way they can save the day. Hands-free knife takedown?
Detroit Urban Survival Training, we're going to share with you right now what you can do to increase your survivability. If a person has a blade, it's an
they've got some weak bones.
Not committing, but you need to stop the threat. So he's not leaning forward, he's not actually stabbing yet. Instead of waiting, we take initiative using our longest, strongest weapon, which is our leg.
Well, depending on how tall you are, I guess.
You actually can sometimes bait them. You're going to go straight through the knee and go all the way through. Sometimes you'll end up stepping on their leg, which is even more destructive. This intelligent option will increase your survivability.
All right. Okay. Familiar. Can you drop a larger attacker? No. You just lose.
Back, pushing. He's trying to resist. Push up. And then what you're going to do is you're going to drop down.
Whoa!
Underneath them. So when you drop down, if they have fabric, you grab it. If they don't, doesn't matter. If they have fabric, grab it. If they don't, you're just going to hold it here. And as you fall down, as they're pushing forward, your feet are going to go underneath them.
All right, I guess. I don't know who's gonna like attack somebody like this where you get into like a rugby scrum. But yeah, I mean this would work, you know, just like fall down. And hopefully they don't let go of you, I guess. Because otherwise then you're just in an even worse position. This is not judo. I know what you're talking about with a hip throw. This is or a hip toss, right? This is not really a hip toss. This is more like a salad toss. You just kind of fucking flop down. It's called a sacrifice. Thanks for the gift sub, more throws. Ooh, I don't know, Pasta Glock. There's so many options. No, we're gonna watch Channel 5 in a little bit. It's a Netflix anime about superpowered criminals. I mean, I'll check it out. It's the first I've heard of that. Thanks to the resub stuff. Look up judo hip toss. Sure.
Back, pushing.
Whoa. How to hip.
Judo.
Let's see.
Step pivot. Step pivot. Step pivot. That's the footwork.
This is
now,
the. Is
I'm
that
in the
okay?
clinch. Okay, it's easy. You can throw it from here, but easier. Punch him. Get over here. Step. Step pivot. Hip throw. Okay, sorry, buddy. You okay? Chad. Chad's gonna go now. He's gonna punch up. Step pivot. Throw. Right there.
Nice. Fuck yeah. Pretty much the same thing as this.
You're pushing forward.
Kinda.
Your feet are going to go underneath that.
I couldn't spot the difference. Thanks to Prime, Frostbite, and Tier 1 Cilantro. Pretty soon, Big Nuts, we'll get some more trick shots going. Thanks for resub, Aussie. How to disarm a stick or a bottle. Oh, how many people are coming at you with like a stick? Like a dog? Oh my god, this dog's coming at me with the stick I just threw. Flip it over. Nice. We got him.
Detroit Urban Survival Training. Today I'm going to show you how to disarm an attacker that is armed with a baton or a stick striking at your head. Step one, extend both of your hands out. When an attacker comes to strike you, you're going to strike them in the chin with your right hand. Take your fingers into their eyes. Wrap his hand with your left hand, trying to skull him to the ground. This
Yeah.
intelligent option can increase your survivability.
Fuck yeah. Okay. Thanks to resub Sorza and Sumpy Greg in the Prime Parker Mill. Ooh, this one kind of popped off for him. A shotgun disarm. We've seen this before, but not against RoboCop. Every technique is wildly different. Okay. I think one of the main problems Dale has is he thinks when someone's face gets touched, it like turns off their entire like nervous system. Like people just shut down in his demonstrations when their face even gets like poked like in here. Like what's that gonna do? You like touch me on my cheek? Why am I gonna like all of a sudden just Yeah, I guess maybe chi energy. They're overloading the chakra nodes. Perhaps vibrating at the correct frequency. Oh, thank you for 5 gift subs, Don Ginny. Appreciate the generosity. Hey, man. Yeah, I guess they subscribe to the Steven Seagal House of Martial Arts. Knife attack, pistol disarm. UFC success doesn't translate to street fighting. Yeah, the only thing that translates to street fighting is Dale's techniques.
Detroit Urban Survival Training. Today we're going to share with you a story about real life experience related to violence. And this is George,
just a lecture?
martial artist, an MMA fighter, BJJ, a karate student. We want to make sure they have the
Thanks
training.
for the 5 gift subs,
to survive in the
Cryptanon.
street,
Thank you for that, man.
even if they're a champion in the ring. In this situation, this is BJ Penn. BJ Penn is also a great fighter, amazing fighter. And this is a video that shows what happened when he encountered a person who was not nearly as in good shape as him, and a very large individual who meant to attack him. And here you can see he's knocked unconscious.
Damn.
This individual is large, and he's also out of shape.
Okay, Dale.
That translates into the ability to transfer power, as long as it's not long term. And in these situations, we can increase survivability by understanding the difference between survival and sport.
Okay, Dale, in all honesty, though, like, I get you're trying to puff out your feathers like we are more effective in a real survival situation than martial arts. But let's take, for example, this video. None of your techniques call for, like, any defense against a surprise attack. He gets sucker punched.
Who meant to attack him. And here you can see,
Like, there's, like, you don't teach us anything to avoid that
this
either.
individual is large, and he's also out of shape. But that translates into the ability to transfer power, as long as it's not long term. And in these situations, we can increase survivability by understanding the difference between survival and sport. And remember that what matters in survival is your will. And that will is more important than your skill. So this is what will keep you alive and increase your survivability.
Not a single one of his videos talks about how to defend yourself from a surprise attack. Everything is like, you guys are in a standoff. Like in a Dragon Ball Z episode. And then you act. Nothing to account for, like, you've been shocked. This man's coming at you with a sucker punch and a frying pan. You have only a matter of milliseconds to defend yourself. There's really nothing you can do about that. There's a prime facts in the resub Sasquatch. Saturday Morning All-Stars hits on Netflix. Oh, Kyle Mooney has a new show? I like Kyle. I'm busy though, I'm watching this. Women's Self-Defense Wednesday. Okay. Pistol disarm hostage rescue.
Detroit Urban Survival Training. We're showing you right now.
It's a good way of getting the hostage killed and yourself.
Someone's life's in danger and they're being held hostage by a gun in close quarters. Now, we don't suggest you do this if you believe that you can comply with the directives or wait for law enforcement to get there to assist. Number one, you want to agree with them. And
in what situation has this ever happened in the real world outside of an action movie? Why would just a normal civilian be put in a situation like this? I've got your 4th grade math teacher right here, Bond. You're gonna have to give me all the money in the cash register, or he gets it.
let them know you're not going to try anything before you actually try to rescue the person. And what you're going to do is go straight to the top end of the weapon. This is going to be the front of the frame, the barrel, the slide. You're going to grab here, and you're going to push it right back towards her face. Here, you're going to take control of the grip, and this will give you control of the weapon and increase your survivability.
Fuck yeah. Goddamn right it will. I like how they reply to comments like this. This is so cute. What else we got? Any more wacky ones? Hair grab defense, one of many.
Detroit Urban Survival Training. What we're showing you now is a way to escape.
There's a Prime Echo in the Resub Rogue and Wolf.
We don't encourage you to fight back if you don't want to.
True Chainsaw.
But if you do want to fight back, we want to make sure you have biomechanical advantages. So you're not just using physical force and emotion to fight back. This is how you can break a man's hold if he grabbed the front of your head.
By kicking him in the balls?
She pins the hand. This locks the wrist while locking the hand here so we cannot move her head against her will and whip her around and take her head and strike things. So she's now going to take her foot.
How does that stop that from happening? Ah, my wrist is held. Luckily, I still have my whole arm to move. That doesn't do anything. Unless she weighs like 3 pounds, he's not even gonna really be moving her around with just his wrist. How does that, like, shut down the whole arm operation? And he has an entire other arm to come in there and be like, hey, stop that. Stop. Get your hands off. Stop it.
So she's now going to take her foot and kick right into the person's knees. This is also causing them to go off balance. And at that time, she's gonna lean forward, which creates a lock. This is a lock right here. This wrist is in pain. It's actually locked. He's locked down. He's in horrible pain right now. She's now gonna go to the thumb. She's gonna push the tip of the thumb in, which causes more pain. That is how you can get free from a man who holds you by the front of your hair. You're actually locking them, taking them down, causing pain to their hand as well. And now you're free. So this is a way to increase your survivability. Forward.
He was actually pretty close to giving a good tip. Instead of kicking the knee,
Right into the
just kick him in the dick. Dale has, like, honor, so he feels like if he taught you to kick someone's nuts, people would get upset at him, I guess. But the most unironically, probably the most effective thing you could do here is aim for the cock. There's no such thing as honor when you're trying to survive. Thanks to resub Damon and Buttercat. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Fant. I don't have any advice for you, but it'll get easier. I just say ignore it. Thanks for resub, Sam. Agreed, Cryptic. Thanks for the bits, original. If you have a full strength kick to someone's knee like that, they're going to be fucked. Yeah, assuming that they're standing like this. Fucking knees locked. Most people are going to be moving around. It's a lot harder to hit their knee. You'll end up like hitting up here, which isn't going to do anything. Hitting their shin, which I guess would hurt a little bit. But aiming for their cock is going to be a lot more consistent. Like, all of these are assuming the person's just standing still, which is never the case. Thanks to the resub. Arentaria, Thomas, Sam, and Jacob. You have no enemy. Dust training. I don't know what this pointing attacker means.
Detroit Urban Survival Training.
Thanks to Tier
Right
1.
now we're going to share with you what to do
Diaper.
if you are encountering an aggressor, an attacker that is pushing you, pointing, coming towards you, and you don't want to do anything but go by and simply keep moving. When the hand comes out, you're going to go here, just like that, and keep moving. Another option, when the hand comes out,
what does that mean?
When you do that is you push here on the wrist, then the elbow, and then you keep walking. You do it quickly like this, hand comes out, and this intelligent option will rip off your identification card.
What the fuck was... What was I learning to defend myself from?
Detroit Urban.
Is that like a meme or something that I'm missing? What did I just watch? It seemed like they were just two people walking by each other in public and you just get the fuck away. You just go around. Thanks to Tier 1 Lalo, the Prime Redstone. Oblivion clips are pretty cool, Steve. I do agree. Can't click links though, man.
Detroit Urban Survival Training. Right now we're going to share with you what you can do legally to defend yourself and avoid injuring someone and exchanging blows to someone's face, which can often lead to blood exchanges. Causing damage also leads to court dates. So if you want to take control of someone who is aggressing, who is pushing their hands, bracing, stopping you from having freedom, here's what you can do. And right here we have a lock. We can increase the lock using fingers here, or we just simply hold them here, take them into custody, and hold for law enforcement. This will increase the likelihood of your survivability.
Okay. Why am I doing that? Like, why did this guy just come out of nowhere and put his hand on my chest? Is it like a sexual assault kind of thing? Like how to prevent it, maybe? Baseball bat disarm.
Detroit Urban Survival Training. Today we're going to share with you a way you can defend your life against a baseball bat wielding attacker. The way that works, number one,
All right.
come in this way because you want to block all the energy here. If you're not going to make it, all of a sudden you see that it's too far along, you're going to automatically extend this arm. This arm comes out here, forms a fulcrum, which automatically impacts here, which causes the weapon to come forward, hyperextending or breaking the arm. As you go in this direction, it will extend, cause the arm to hyperextend or break, and you will have the weapon. And now you have a
Easy.
to increase your survivability.
Fuck them up. Yeah. All right. All right. There's another technique? How could it get better?
Detroit Urban Survival Training. I'm going to share with you another way you can defend your life against
Thanks
a
for some
baseball
nasty.
bat wielding attacker. This could be a rake. It could be a long pole. This will help you survive.
Oh god, he's really coming in. Oh!
The way this
Get
works,
fucked.
when he's swinging, slow motion comes out. As it comes forward, I lean back, and then I come forward here. The reason this works is because by the time he's able to redirect this, it's too late. Fingers go into the eyes, elevate back, extend, smash the skull to the ground or the wall, secure the weapon. This will increase your survivability.
Yeah. Goddamn right it will. Oh, I'm sorry to hear you're having a rough week, hot dog. Yeah, I think it's only a matter of time before someone actually follows this advice and then finds themselves in a situation where they try and use it and get killed. If it hasn't already happened. Like, his videos are huge. Like, some of these pop off. 117 million views on the worst way to survive a gun to your chest. His advice is to grab the gun, like, after it fires. So, it's really just a matter of when, not if. Thanks to the bits whiskey and Marinami. That time cocaine was in everything? That sounds interesting. Let me just do a few more here because I'm kind of deep in it. I want to see what other new stuff he's got. No strike takedown of the biggest man, like ever? The biggest man humanity's ever seen?
Detroit Urban Survival Training. Right now we're going to share with you a way that you can move someone against their will, even when they're much stronger than you, much bigger than you.
Thanks to the Prime Rascal and the Big 10 gift subs Wiggle. Thank you, man.
And I don't want you to fall down. I want you to stay on your feet, okay? Are you ready? Okay, walk forward.
Why did we do that? He was just minding his own business, man.
Detroit Urban Survival Training. The way this works is I went
We
under the
do
nose,
what? Why did we do that to
right
him?
here. It doesn't matter how strong they are. It breaks the vertical plane and causes them to go back. You can use that.
What are you
as a
talking
intelligent
about?
option to improve your likelihood of survivability in a situation where the person is much larger than you and you want to take them down.
What do you mean? This guy wasn't like what? This technique wouldn't translate into any situation. Like if this guy had his hands on you and you start like poking at his nose or like making him smell your finger or something, he's not falling over. This only worked because you surprised a man on his walk home. You fucking assaulted him. But yeah, take that. I also like how Dale made him fall out of the pads. So this big guy just landed on actual concrete over here. You know that shit hurt. He should sue Dale. Thanks to the resub Brudini in Tier 1 Powerless. Are those toy guns in the background? They're airsoft guns. Advanced knife tactics. Whoa. Wow, oh my god. Fuck me, that montage was luckily they slowed down the footage so we could keep up with his movements. I bet if that was at full speed, it would have looked like he didn't move at all. Holy shit. Dale's on another level. There's the resub Wizard State, Jordy, and Old Buddy. YouTube subscriber tests our training. Does he?
Detroit Urban Survival Training. We have a subscriber here who came in to Detroit just to see if the training is real. He's going to shoot if I try to grab the gun. I trapped the hammer. That's why he didn't fire. This is because his brain took 2,000 of a second for his brain to see me move and then respond. He's really fast. But I was still able to get my hand here and trap the hammer. He had it cocked. So when I went here, he pulled the trigger, and that's why he didn't hear anything. He did actually fire, though. He fired quickly. So, same thing. Say, don't move. Don't move. And from here, what you heard, this thing was a clicking back of the sound here, but it wasn't actually the trigger. So if he pulls the trigger, pull the trigger. It's not, there's no way it can fire. And that's because the trigger's been disengaged. These are intelligent options.
Why not simulate an actual situation then? If you want to prove that this training works, why not let him, like, actually try and shoot you? Let's see how effective it is when he's using his other arm as well. And moving. Like, like, this isn't really a good demo of anything. Ugh. Thanks to resub Ray Jane and Noldor. It did shoot him. So that's what I thought. Like, the only way that works is after a bullet fires, right? So when you grab the hammer, it's because the slide's coming back, right? So haven't you already been shot when you grab it? I'm not like the most knowledgeable on guns, but usually that only happens when it's putting the next chamber in. Because he preaches grabbing the slide on the way back. Well, actually, this one's the hammer. The one we watched before was he said, grab the slide. Like, so he said that when the slide's coming back, you grab it so it can't go back. But the only time the slide goes back is after you shoot. That's what I'm referring to. Here, I'm not talking about the hammer. I'm talking about the slide thing. Depends on the gun. Well, yeah, it depends on if it has a hammer or slide. I don't know shit about the hammer. That could very well be true. Still shit advice because it assumes that he's just going to stand still. Still dog shit. But one of them, he said, you just need to grab the slide on its way back. But the only time the slide would go back is after it's shot.